Good evening, everybody. I'm ShadowOfOrder. Welcome back. Alright, I got like a banana, some coffee cake. I'm good to go. I want to check the item shops. See if anything different showed up. No, I don't think so. Oh, it wants me to go to my canard. Oh yeah, Gaspard's here, but Syllabus isn't. Gaspard freaking out, man. He's freaking out, man. Something's gone wrong with the world. Oh man, what's going on? Can't log out, everyone's fighting. This is a dream, please let me wake up, I'm scared. Look at that. Oh my goodness gracious. That's for my arena matches. Cool. That's for my playtime. I've just about done that. Wilderness Field and Cloister Dungeon. I think I know what those two are. I think Wilderness Field is the, it's not a field. It's like a mesa. And the Cloister Dungeon is like a dungeon that's shaped like a loop. It's just like going up and up. It's like, it's an oval, right? Except you keep going up and up. Each floor is like, that's a floor, next floor, next floor, next floor, so on and so forth like that. I think that's the Cloister Dungeon. Drive time, bike parts. Battles 1. Trades. Alright, this is only for party members. Alright. I need to give them more stuff. They put something in between the axe and Ripper's blade. And needle, I mean, actually. Scythes. Gonna get them Flick Reapers. There were no Flick Reapers in number 1. Limitations, I think, of the engine. Not limitations of the engine, of the time they had to make everything. Because mechanically, the game doesn't really change all that much over the course of the 3 games. They just have a chance to add more stuff. This is good. Go coffee cake. I think I got more control over it. I think they increased that. I rarely ever go down this road. There's nothing here. Yeah, the bike shop right there is going to open up soon. Not yet. Not until I get out of this problem we're having. Let me out of here. Help me. I can't just log out for some reason. And I seem to be inside the world, and my short mail isn't working. My friends keep disappearing. This is a dream, right? This isn't real, right? Let me out. Let me out. Out. Oh yeah, you can see them over above the heads what they're saying sometimes. Come on. Do it again. I don't like this game anymore. Somebody let me out. What's going on? Am I really inside the world? Is that it? I'm dreaming. This has got to be a dream. It must be because I haven't slept in 4 days and I couldn't hold up anymore. Man, I'm terrible. I can't still play in the world even in my dreams. What was that? This isn't a dream? Don't be ridiculous. There's no way something like this could happen for real. Shut up. Don't worry about me. Don't talk to me. You're a liar. You think I'm going to believe you? Get out of here. Listen, just calm down. Just calm down. And do just a little bit of trading. That'll help you. Guess that's a trade. Now get out of here if you got what you wanted. They all say something different if you trade with them? I need that ripped mane. It's just a dream, it's just a dream, it's just a dream. Where am I? Is this really the world? It was the development room, the debug machine. No way. This bug was report. Hello there, young man. What a coincidence seeing you here. A rather unusual bug, don't you think? Not only when able to use the logout command, we're actually inside of the world. If you can't call this an abnormality, what can you call it? Don't tell me we're actually going to be trapped here forever, are we? If that ever happened, we're becoming my mortgage or my son's tuition. Honey, kids, help me! I'm in here! Oh. I told you. Chapter 2. Volume 2. Things start getting real. People freaking out. Ah, I can add light. I have too many things. Consider yourself fortunate to trade it with me. Dang it. I want to get items that I haven't got before. No, but this is a... It's such a very interesting opening to a game. I mean, I've never really seen anything like this in any other game I've ever played. This story is fascinating. This is really good. I think the one here, the market's an actual like little cutscene where you see someone you don't actually. There we go. What was that? That loading something. No, it's after I talk to everyone here that it tells me once again to come to the square thing. It's chaos now. I need to use the bathroom. What's going on? Why can't I log out? If I'm not mistaken, we're inside the game, aren't we? This is a much bigger problem than not being able to log out. What could happen? I simply don't understand. There's no way something this fantastic could actually happen. There's no way here I am in the game. Hey, Sayo, do you have any idea how to escape this mess? Anything at all will do. Just tell me anything you might know. He knows who I am. Is this the person who made the Medic Legion? Maybe. The person who makes the Medic Legion, these guys, was in the anime, and he was, I think, a member of the Twilight Brigade as well. Or at least just one of Hasea's friends. What am I doing inside the game? No response on the healing receiver either. I can't use my transformation. Cancel command either. You can't contact my squad leader or the other members at all. Oh, right. I think it's... They're transformed into that. That's not what they actually... What they're like... They only look like that. Really, they're other characters, but like when they're on the job as Medic Union, they transform to look like that. There's the biggest incident in the history of the Medic Union. What should we do? System admins. I'm sure they can do something. Now's the time to act. We must go find an admin. Okay, log out. What am I going to do when I have to go to the bathroom? Can't log out with the logout command. Never happened before. What should I do? Can't go to the bathroom. This is the biggest crisis in my life. As the leader of the Medic Union, there was a man I must not back down. I will log out no matter what. Here we go. Can't do it. Why? Okay, this is apparently the leader of the Medic Union. I think I'm remembering the anime, right? It's been a long time since I watched it. I mainly use it to fill in some gap. I watched the anime after I had already played these games. What is that? Why is it doing that? Don't mind me. Excuse me, I have something I'd like to ask you. We're inside the world right now, and I don't mean we're playing the world. So I'm trying to say, do you get what I'm trying to say? We're inside the world now. This doesn't mean that I fall into a coma. Does it could mean perhaps the same thing happened 7 years ago? I must be overthinking. Forget what I said. Ah, yes, thank you. Eat, you scared me, don't sneak up on me. I just got a message from Sakaki telling us to meet at Moontree. I presume we'll be going off to stop Kestrel from taking advantage of the situation in Colby's disturbances. I just don't understand why I should have to do something like that. I'm just a regular player. I'm just as much a victim as everyone else. I'm not an admin or anything. Why should I have to act like one and suffer for it? I'm not moving from here. Never. I'll say that's a fair deal. Hey, you there, what's going on? What on earth is happening? Why am I unable to log out? Some new type of bug? What are the debuggers doing? Why hasn't this been reported? I'm less than 3 seconds from going off the deep end. Never mind the debuggers, what about the system admins? After all that talk about wanting to become admins, this is how they spend their time? Call them right now, call them! I'll knock some sense of duty into them, my secret whirlwind bamboo breaker tornado drop. Taste my magma and die. Ho ho ho. Oh, Isolde is going off the deep end. Do I have Ritmage? Speaking of which, hold on. Rip main, that's important to have. I have Ritmage, I don't need you for anything. Why is it doing that? I guess it might normally do that. I just don't normally take those roads, so. Huh. Yeah, Syllabus ain't here. He's not gonna believe a word of what Gaspard says. It's too fantastical. Vegetarians! Oh, he's crying. My friend was PK'd and won't come back. The man's run away, but she took the attack to save me, and she won't come back no matter how long I wait in town. I sent her short mails, but she hasn't responded to any of them. It's all my fault. What should I do? Yeah, that is a thing. People are like, oh, there's the thing I remember. Central Disturbance in the Central District. Okay. Well, the admins, come on out. What are you looking at? Got a problem with me? Yeah, I'm a guy offline. What's it to you? Don't talk to me. You've got nothing to say. I'm busy. Hey, admins, come on, I'll sue. I think maybe Ingrid uses a voice changer normally and it isn't working. Yeah, if you get PK'd here, you just disappear. Cutscene. Or something like it.
Hey,
Mini
what's
cutscene.
going on here? Why can't I log out?
Is this some kind of event? Or someone's bad joke?
Can you tell me what's happening? You're some kind of admin guy, right?
Please, calm down. We are working hard to...
How do you expect us to calm down?
What are you gonna do about this? I'm terribly sorry. Please, just try to be patient for a while.
He's stuck here too. He's freaking out just as much as you.
So, that guy in the blue suit is an admin. Looks like even CC Corp doesn't have a very good handle on the situation. Short mail.
Any new quests? Oh, no quest applicable to my level. Right. Emily, right.
Hey, you! Why can't I log out of here? Come on, speak up, will ya? Damn it! Damn it! Where am I? What is this place? Why am I actually inside the game?
So it seems that humans who lack morals both online and offline say the very same things after all. Well, it seems that you only act strong when facing those weaker than you. Pitiful. If you're that scared, run back to Kestrel with your tail between your legs. As reported, it looks like those from Kestrel are stirring more panic in the people.
Yeah. That's what happens when your little guild policy is just do what you want.
Everyone, go support the town's order. We must not let them panic. Understood.
Sakaki taking charge.
I was so worried about you. Are you okay?
I'm sorry, Sakaki.
What's wrong? I can't seem to hear you.
I would assume that when she's talking, there's little text bubbles above her head, like we sometimes see when we walk up to someone.
You see?
And that's what happened.
Ever since you were killed by a bugged monster, you've been unable to speak?
Yes. I know it's kind of hard to believe.
Oh no, I believe it. You're not one to tell a lie.
Sakaki.
I'm sure you know this, but all players are currently unable to log out from the game. In fact, they have lost sight of their very selves.
They're freaking out.
It's almost as if their minds have been absorbed into the heart of the world itself.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just an online game.
Yep.
That's right, a game. But at the same time, it's also a reality all its own, Atomy. At any rate, we must stop the players from panicking. You will help us, won't you?
Yes.
Good girl. Well then.
The way he
So
said
Mr.
that.
Sakaki's the only one you can rely on after all, huh?
Lol. A sale. Come on, man.
So it's you, Terror of Death. It appears there are only enemies to be found in your world.
Adelie, why are you here? I thought I told you to stay at the at-home.
I'm sorry. I thought I should contact Sakaki and...
You can do that in the at-home.
Listen to me. This isn't something Moontree can do anything about.
They can
I see.
calm the panic.
Are you saying that you can solve this situation?
On his own,
With
Hiseo?
a lot more certainty than you can. What's so funny?
Conceit. Don't you agree that it is the lust for power that is most certain to make fools out of people? Terror of Death.
What do you mean by that?
I mean exactly what I said. Adelie.
Yes!
I will see you later.
Why did you say that?
Huh?
Why did you have to say things like that? Sakaki, Moontree, just wants to try and solve the situation. They only want to help everyone.
Ida isn't a problem that Moontree can solve.
But even so... I don't understand. I just don't understand you, Haseo.
Problem is, he needs to grow up. Is the problem? He's gonna. He's getting there. He's getting there. He's getting there. By the end of this, he'll have probably, I could say, got there.
I see.
The situation is much more serious than we thought.
Hi, Adelie. Just saw you a second ago.
Let us summarize for a moment. Ever since the Ida phenomenon occurred while searching for Adelie, no one has been able to log out of the game. Furthermore, none of the players have been able to return to their real-world selves and their real lives. And no new players have been able to log into the game. Communications with the outside receive no reply.
Some of the players have panicked to the point where they're starting to get violent. It seems that the system admins can't contain these players any longer.
Yes, the system admins themselves are just as confused. Right now, their real selves are... At this point, we're no different than the lost ones.
It is quite obvious that the reason for this abnormality is Ida. If we ever want to return to the real world again, it is imperative that we investigate Ida as quickly as possible. And one more thing. Let me tell you something important.
Don't get PK'd.
Something important?
Now that her epitaph has been stolen, Adelie's PC data is starting to degenerate.
Degenerate? What is he talking about?
I'm sorry.
But why didn't you tell us?
That's enough. Isn't it obvious? She didn't want us to worry about her. Yada, in this world our minds aren't residing in our bodies, but in our player characters, right?
That is merely speculation. But in this case, it would seem to be the most likely explanation for what we are experiencing.
So this is a world where our minds and characters are linked together.
So, what will happen if Fadoli's character data is lost while she's in this world?
There is a distinct possibility that her own consciousness will be lost as well.
What? You've got to be kidding me.
What should we do? How can we cure her of this?
Oh, you do care.
Is your hit just for decoration? You should try thinking before you make a big fuss.
Master Yada, do we know anything else?
This too is only a guess. But it seems that this place is not really the world as we thought. It is a false world that Ida has created by copying the data off of CC Corp's servers. I believe that the world we are currently inside of is such a place.
So then, this is some kind of a mirror server.
That's one way to put it.
That is a correct way to say that, yes.
Atali, at one time, you had the power to distinguish Ida's sound from all others.
Ida's sound?
Come to think of it, didn't you say something like that when we found Indiglut Lu?
Glut Lou.
Well, if you mean hearing strange sounds and seeing bug-like things, I've had that happen a number of times.
Have you heard that sound after being placed in your present condition?
No, I haven't.
I thought so. It all makes sense. It would seem that the data Ida stole from her is...
You don't mean the young girl's Morgana factor?
Morgana factor? What's that?
Master Yada.
It's all right to tell him all about it now. The Morgana factor is the specialized data that makes Epitaph users unique.
What is it?
Epitaph users are special characters created by CC Corp for use during certain projects.
You say character. That's not quite right, because Haseo designed this character himself.
Thus, Epitaph user PCs have data inside them that is not found inside regular PCs.
That's the Morgana factor, usually called epitaphs.
So the reason that we can use avatars is because we have that Morgana factor? I mean epitaphs?
An epitaph is what is written on a tombstone, so... like last words.
That's right.
Referring to the epitaph of Twilight.
Hence, epitaph users.
CC Corp wants to mass produce epitaph users.
You mean as a defense against Ida?
Among other things.
Yes, but thanks to strong protection protocols, we've been unable to adequately analyze them. We still don't know exactly what the Morgana factor is.
Oh, you're never gonna figure it out.
Thanks to that, not only can't we mass produce, we can't even make a copy of it.
So why not just bring the creator in on it? He should be able to take care of that without a
He died
problem.
a long time ago.
As far as we know, the Morgana factor was not created by any one person.
Yeah, he didn't actually make that. He made Morgana, the AI, which then proceeded to make the 8 epitaphs, the 8 monsters. So yeah, he didn't make that.
Well then, how did you get a hold of him in the first place?
We managed to salvage it from the dark abyss of this world.
The abyss of this world?
The data sea or whatever.
Each of the Morgana factors has its own name and identity. In my case, the name of my avatar is Tarvos, the epitaph of the Avenger.
My avatar's name is Magus, the epitaph of the propagation.
As for Haseo, his avatar goes by the name of Skaith. He is the epitaph of the terror of death.
The terror of death.
Yeah, what a coincidence, huh?
It's an odd coincidence that it's
Yeah.
the same as your PKK nickname.
That's not a coincidence.
Even with Magus's the propagation, we can't repair the Morgana factor.
Yeah, okay, so my own theory about the terror of death is he either got the nickname from Yada or Ovan, who spread it. Like, oh, he's called the Terror of Death, because they're the only two people who could have known Haseo had specifically Scathe. Because they were around him and they know about the avatars.
Thus, now that she has lost her epitaph user abilities, Atali can no longer hear Ida's sound.
I don't know why they do that, but it seems like something they do. Ovan might have, because he's kind of the troll.
Maybe that's also part of the reason why Atali lost her voice.
Yada, what can we do to help her?
There are no alternatives but to try to recover her Morgana factor from Ida. However...
What?
It will be difficult to trace Ida precisely, now that we are no longer on the actual CC Corp server.
Yeah?
Fortunately for us, this Ida server is far from being perfect. This world contains seams in the structure. The fact that we can save our data is proof of that.
That means...
Yes. All we have to do is find them.
So I would assume he's saying that the save function is still somehow connected to the original server.
It seems to me that at this point, our only acceptable option is to infiltrate the Ida areas and conduct a thorough search.
Infiltrate? You mean with just us? There's no way we could possibly cover all the Ida areas between just the few
What's
of us.
the Ida areas? I know what they are, but I shouldn't because you haven't explained them.
This is an emergency. We will reach out and ask other players for help.
Do not do that with Ida.
That's pretty impressive coming from someone as secretive as you.
Haseo, I believe you had a relationship with those at
Oh.
Moontree. You should go and ask them for help.
Yada, I see what you're doing. I know what he's doing.
Moontree? Do you think there's a chance that they would really listen to me?
Moontree would never abandon someone in trouble.
Yada's doing something. I won't explain it.
That's what Sakaki always said. That Moontree is there to help save people.
I will go and contact Zelkova myself. Hi, I want you to go with Haseo and help with his negotiations.
Yes, Master Yada.
What about me?
Atali, you will stay here.
Huh? But
If news of that arm were to spread beyond this group, it would only make things worse.
Yeah, someone receiving an injury that's not going away? Oh, no.
Off to Moontree headquarters. Don't forget, the area words are Delta setting Eternity's Night Moon.
I'll be back.
Okay, I'll be waiting at the Chaos Gate.
Yeah, a part of the poem of the Epitaph of Twilight, or whatever it's called, is referencing 8 monsters. I explained them at like episode 1. Trying to speak as hard as I can, yet I can't. It's kind of sad, isn't it? What should I do? How can I hope? How can I hope to return to normal? Oh, Haseo, how's it going? This is all Ed is doing. It's gonna get pretty troublesome. I can't believe Ida managed to copy an entire server. We'll get out of this no matter what. We need all the help you can offer to do it. I'm counting on you. Yeah, I suppose because I normally take the warps. Like, the reason why there was loading screens when I was driving around is because I don't normally drive around. And they only load a certain amount of the city at once, because this is a PS2 game that got ported. You gotta remember that. I can't get out of the game. I can't count the syllabus. I'm scared. Alright, that'll be the end of this episode. I will see you all in the next one. Till then, have a good evening, everybody.